as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. You can't block me. You can't block me. General West, fight.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Go, go. Wide, get wide. Mike 56. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Look at me. Zipper.
Jones operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Go ahead in. Here we go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Go
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. Throwing left side. It's complete. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Go ahead in. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Back.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. 48. Here we go. 46. Single. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Come on.
1st down, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Okay, buddy, I see you.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. 2nd down, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Prescott. Got his man there. It's Wallace, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
51, Mike. It's a party now.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He's got his man. That's Wallace. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
At the 13-yard line.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. On 1st down, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The toss out to Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Going to give this time to the tailback. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he may have given those 6 yards right back, as they're going to get to him well behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Pollard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's able to find Wallace. A gain there of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit more.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
Watch the whip.
Now Saquon Barkley. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Take it at the 37. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now it's Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up second down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
57's Mike.
Now Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, third down here. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. And this one is right through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it second and 14.
47.
Here's Prescott. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run with Elliott. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Here we go. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. That's 26.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Weapons.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 2nd down. This is Barkley. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Steve 6. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. He don't know no better. Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey. Yo, go. Hey, Zoo.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dixon, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Don't let him breathe. You draw Porker. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Check 3.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Yo.
On second down now. Barkley, and he'll take this one down to about the 40.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 30 base.
Another try for Barkley. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Jones now. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Elliott on 1st down. Got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Important extra point up and through, and the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. They'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Go. Check, smooth. Check, 55 to mine. We own it. Look at me, zipper. 55 is mine, guy, 55. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Now.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years, our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Watch the screen.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Cowboys, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.